Okay, we go on to 1 Corinthians 12 and 1. And it says, now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I will not have you ignorant, meaning not knowing. You know that ye were Gentiles carried away into these dumb idols, even as you were led. And some people coming out of Christianity and different religions and so forth, that's what they were dealing with. Jumping to verse 4. Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. Diversity means different gifts that people will have, but the same Spirit. And there are differences of administrations, but the same power. Different people are going to be in different administrations as far as operating in the truth. Like we said, the foundation of Mashiach Yahushua to the glory of the Most High. And you got to build upon the foundation of a Mashiach Yahushua as we build toward our names being written in the book of life, that we can see life. It says, and there are diversities of operations, but it is the same power, Most High, which worketh all in all. But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal. So the Spirit is given to every man to profit in his own life, in the things that he's doing. Say, for to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom. See, wisdom, proper application of knowledge. You can see different diversities of administrations. So everybody's not going to do the same thing. Everybody's not coming to the truth. You know, that's one thing that I must say, that as you hear this, and we went over this, and most of the elders that know these scriptures know what I'm saying is right. It's just understanding when people come in, they have diversities of administrations, diversities of gifts, and their gift, you have to know what their gift is, because everybody's not going to do the same thing, or else it's going to tell you. It won't be a body. Verse 9, to another faith by the same Spirit, to another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit. See, this verse is dealing with faith. Somebody got strong faith. Somebody else have the gift of healing by the same Spirit of the Most High. To another, the working of miracles. Working of miracles. Miracles happen in life. To another, prophecy. They prophesy the things that's going to happen according to the word of the Most High. We just went over a few prophecies tonight. To another, discerning of spirits. They discern spirits. Come around, they know. Oh, they dealing with this kind of spirit, that kind of spirit. To another, diverse kinds of tongues, speaking of different languages. To another, the interpretation of tongues, understanding what they're saying when people speaking in tongues, different languages. But all these worketh that one and the self-same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. Some people might have several of these spiritual gifts. Some might just have one. For as the body is one, and have many members, our body have many members. And all the members of that one body, being many, are one body. So also is Mashiach. So you got many members to the body. Talking about your physical body. And we're one with the Mashiach Yahushua. It says, for by one Spirit are we all baptized into one body. Whether we be Jews or Gentiles, whether we be Jews or those that are Greeks at this time, the Israelites that are unlearned, the Christians, the ones from dealing with all these different religions and so forth, which call themselves Gentiles, they still Israelites. No different now than it was then. That's why it's so easy to relate to how our people are today, how they were then, because when the Greek Empire came in, I've showed you that, how wicked Israelites went around, they wanted to be like the Greeks. They called them Hellenists. They followed the customs of the Greeks, or the so-called white people at that time. Whether we be bond or free, and have been all made to drink into one Spirit. Now he's talking to the Israelites that are in the land of Corinth. You can go to the beginning of 1 Corinthians and see. It's to the saints. The saints are the 12 tribes of Israel. defined in Psalms 148:14. For the body is not one member, but many. If the foot shall say, now it's getting clear, making it clear. If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? The foot will say, because I'm not the hand, I am not of the body. Is it not of the body? I mean, you know, we require science, so we got to deal with it, you know, really simple. It says, and if the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? Your ears say, I'm not the eye, so I'm insignificant. But is the ear part of the body? Yes. But you couldn't hear. And if the whole body were an eye, if your whole body was nothing but an eyeball, where were the hearing? How are you going to hear? Your whole body is just an eyeball. How are you going to hear? Where's the hearing? If the whole body were hearing, where were the smelling? Where your nose at? You can't smell nothing if it's just an ear. But now hath the Most High set the members, every one of them, in the body, as it hath pleased him. And if they were all one member, where were the body? If everybody gonna be the eye, everybody gonna be the ear, everybody gonna do the same thing, where's the body? Everybody's not gonna do the same thing. Diversities of gifts. But now are they many members, yet but one body. Remember, many members in the body, working toward the salvation that's promised to us as the Israelites, but one body. And the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee. Nor again the head to the feet, I have no need of you. Nay, much more of those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary. That's why you can't take someone that's more feeble and like they're insignificant. That's what he's saying. That humbles you. But a lot of men are not humble. They don't have a broken and contrite spirit. They look at the little man, the man that might not have as much as someone else, or might be low degree, look down upon them. That's wrong. He said they are necessary. And those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, you think you want to put them down, upon these we bestow more abundant honor. Upon them you uplift them more than you would someone that's already braggadocious, all about themselves, all, you know, trying to lift themselves, elevate themselves. No, you take the one of low degree, the one of little value that you would think they're most little value. Of these we bestow more abundant honor, and our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness. The ones that don't look so good, don't smell so good, not to your taste because you all that. What do he say? Of our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness, more beauty than what you ever could imagine, because you are of the Spirit. For our comely parts have no need. See, the parts, everything that you're dealing with in the body, you got it going on, you have no need. But the Most High have tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to that part which lacked. You hear what it said? The Most High have tempered the body together, giving more honor to that part which lacked. That's contrary to what this world is. Because the first thing you're going to do is look down on someone, when the Most High looked up on them. Like people on Skid Row, everybody look down upon people on Skid Row. Most High said, everybody on Skid Row is not on no drugs. And if so, they trying to get help. If they trying to get help, Most High looking on upon them. They help them. The kingdom of heaven is at hand, people. That's why he's saying what he's saying. Whether you can hear or not. Whether you forbear or not. He's telling you. For our comely parts have no need. You already got it together. But the Most High have tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to that part which lacked. that there should be no schism in the body. No schism in the body. No division, no hatred, and no looking down upon each other. You better than somebody. You supposed to be thinking like that anyway. You better than the Most High? You better than the Mashiach Yahushua? You better than the word that we reading here? Where your book in the Bible? Where can we go to read your book, your chapter and verses? Hello, where your seat in the kingdom that you already done predestined that you have? That there should be no schism in the body, but that the members should have the same care one for another. You hear that? The same care one for another, no partiality. But yeah, y'all lifting people up. They give a nice donation. Oh, they got front row seats. You lifting them up to be somebody that's don't even need to be important. And whether one member suffer, all the members suffer with it. You hear that? Somebody suffering, you suffer with them. When you can't feel it, there's something wrong with you. And you know what it is? Pride. And if one member suffer, all the members suffer with it. Or one member be honored, all the members rejoice with it. Somebody rejoicing, you rejoice with them. They suffer, you suffer with them. You feel their pain. You don't look for trying. This is our people. No, so you have problems. Oh, you got a problem? If you ain't have problems, what do they want to put their foot and stomp you in the ground? Smash you. That's the wrong spirit. You got to be there for your brother. You got to be there for the sisters. And ye are the body of Mashiach, and members in particular. And the Most High have set some in the church, first apostles. We're going to show you here that everybody's not going to be doing the same thing. Everybody's not going to be teachers. Everybody's not going to be doing the street teaching. Giving you it clear. Making it clear. And the Most High have set some in the church, which are the children of Israel. First, apostles. Secondarily, prophets. Thirdly, teachers. After that, miracles. Then gifts of healings. Helps. Some people just going to be there to help. That's it. That's their administration. That's their duty. Just for helps. They're just going to help. They might just make flyers. They might give donations. That's it. Helps. They might do something that helps the movement of us growing to a kingdom. Israel. Governments. They're involved in governments. Diversities of tongues. Speaking different languages. Are all apostles? So you say, are all apostles? No. Are all prophets? No. Are all teachers? You answer. No. Are all workers of miracles? No. Have all the gifts of healing? No. Do all speak with tongues? Do all interpret? No. See? That's what's giving you an indication that the Most High have different diversities of gifts among us as Israelites. So you can't come in, the brothers need to stop just telling everyone that they got to do the same thing that we've done, so you're missing out on a lot of things in the gifts. I can only tell you through experience that our brothers and sisters have, that they never be able to bring to the truth because of the fact of they got to follow suit with what everybody been doing for years and years and years and years. And that's not how a nation grows. You look at even the Illuminati, they got people in every walk and field of society, period. That's what we just read about. You have different diversities of operations and administrations. Everybody had a slot building upon the foundation of Mashiach Yahushua to the glory of the Most High within the truth. But you got to be doing something. You can't just come in here and say you're going to make it to the kingdom and all you doing is just listening to the word. You might as well go back to church. You got to put your work in. You got to put your brick in this. You know, this ain't no easy route. It say the righteous scarcely going to be saved. And when you understand, you know, all the things that's getting ready to go down there, then where you going to be at when you got opportunity more so than anybody ever lived in the earth. See, that's why people don't understand. You hear what the apostle said, you're going to restore the kingdom to Israel at this time? Here we are, following the same suit. A lot of you talking about 2019. Are they really ready? 2019? The end to come? You got your seat already in the kingdom. You already know. You already know what number of the 144,000 from whatever tribe you from, you're going to be, right? Surely you do. Since you know that next year going to be the time that the Most High going to judge and make war and set up righteousness on this earth. Better think again. Better be in this word. Go to Proverbs 12 and 8. That's what we better be doing. See, this world is all jacked up. And it's jacked up to the point where it's out of order. Most I said let everything be done decently in order. Proverbs 12 and 8. It says, a man shall be commended according to his wisdom. Not according to how much money he have or how he's rolling, how he's a big baller. It says a man shall be commended according to his wisdom, because there's nothing more powerful than the truth. You know this truth, you can stand before anyone. Billionaires, millionaires, trillionaires, whatever, whoever. They don't know this truth. That's why I say a man shall be commended according to his wisdom. But he that is of a perverse heart shall be despised. Yeah. He's going to be despised. Because he's not going to be able to bring forth the understanding of this truth or the word of the Most High. His word. And there's so many things that you have learned that you never have to be embarrassed. Somebody try to embarrass you. You have something to go back at them to make them look and be ignorant. For real. If you study and if you really looking at what it is that the Most High has given us as the chosen people of the Most High, get Revelations 20. Revelation 20 and 12. This is what it's all about. As we have the breath of the Most High within us, this is what he's saying. Revelation 20 and 12. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Most High, and the books were open. And another book was open, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. Hear that? According to what you have done in these mortal bodies. That's how the judgment is going to go down. And the sea gave up dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works. So whatever you have done pertaining to the truth, that's why I always say, put whatever you've done for yourself on the right side, put whatever you're doing on the truth, for the truth on the left side, or whatever you've done for yourself on the left side, put whatever you're doing in the truth on the right side. And you weigh it out and see what's more important to you. Your life or whatever you're doing with your life, that works can be put in the books, written in the books for you, so that you can fulfill what we're going to see here. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, verse 13, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. So all these places of death will have to deliver up the dead that's within them. And they were judged, every man according to their works. Right? According to what you have done in these mortal bodies. Now, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. Death and hell will be cast into the lake of fire. That's the second death. And whoso was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. If your name not written in the book of life, you're going to be cast into the lake of fire. That's clear. So look at Daniel 7 and 9. Daniel 7. Book of Daniel 7 and 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. That's the Most High, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. So this is telepathy. The Most High is showing Daniel through a vision. You see? That something that we can relate to, so we need a sign. It says, and a fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him. Thousand angels ministered unto him. And 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened. And the books opened. According to your works, you're going to stand before him. Second Timothy 5 and 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Mashiach Yahushua, that everyone may receive the things done in his body. These mortal bodies that we in, people. These rental bodies, I might say. According to that he have done, whether it be good or bad. Whether you kept the laws of the Most High, had faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, had the fear of the Most High, to follow his rules and regulations, and endure it to the end. Or you a sinner. See, all the sinners of the Most High people going to die by the sword. You're going to kill them. 2/3 of our people. As it is written. Amos 9 and 10. You know, that's where it's written. So, we all going to be judged. Daniel 12, 1 and 2. Daniel 12th chapter, verse 1 and 2. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that time, that same time, the time of trouble, Jacob's trouble. Even unto that same time, at that time thy people shall be delivered. In the New Testament it says saved. It says the Most High's people will be delivered. We the 12 tribes of Israel. Every one that shall be found written in the book. Every one that is found written in the book. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. Some to everlasting life. Gonna raise them out of the dirt. Some will be receiving everlasting life. And some to shame and everlasting contempt will be thrown in the lake of fire. Like you said, if your name not written in the book of life, you will be thrown in the lake of fire. You don't want that. Matthew 16. Mashiach Yahushua spoke of it. Matthew 16 and 27. What is a man profit? What is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world richer than ever. Number 7, a man shall be commended according to his wisdom. But he's saying, but what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Be cast into the lake of fire. And he rich as ever. You see the parable of the rich man and Lazarus. Rich man was in hell. Lazarus in the bosom of Abraham. That's why he say, for what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Ooh, a whole lot of people done sold out for money, for exaltation, to be a star, to be elevated above the average person, and to become an idol. Because all that's to take you away from the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua, people. That's all. Everything, they know that we're in the captivity for our iniquity. So what do you think they're going to do? All different ways, shapes, or form, the devil will always be trying to keep you from your power, the Most High. Always. Once again, Matthew 16:27. For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels. And then he shall reward every man according to his works. What you have done in these mortal bodies. So you can't look back and say, okay, well, when I was a Christian, I did this. When I was in Islam, I did this. When I was a Buddhist, I did this and all that. No. It's about what you've done since you've been knowing the truth. Because every day is a new day. Every day is a day closer to the kingdom. So it's now, what did you do pertaining to improving or doing something that will make the Most High and Mashiach Yahushua and the angels say, wow, put a mark in the book of life. In your works, you did enough works and what you have done in these mortal bodies that your name can be written in the book of life. Our names can be written in the book of life. Just like you work on your job, just like you work in school, like you work in whatever you do. You're going to find some way to make your money, to get paid. Bet you're working to do that. So whatever it is that you're doing, you work to do it. So then you got to work for this too. This ain't like, oh, I did this and I did that for myself and now I'm going to the kingdom. Nah, you might as well stay in Christianity. And then what they say when people, you know, they was wicked as ever, oh, homecoming. Going to heaven. Get out of here. You still have that same mindset. You might as well go back there and be with that bunch. The ignorant bunch. Because it's not written. That's not what's written. You hear what we hear. I hear it clearly. Concerning what you've done in these mortal bodies. Your works. Go to Revelation 20. Start at verse 10. I hear it clear. That's why I feel I've never done enough. I've never, best is not to do more. Revelations 20 and 10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. And he's going to carry a whole lot of people with him. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away. When the Mashiach come back, they're going to be fleeing away from him. Telling the mountains, fall on us. And there was found no place for them. You hear that? There was found no place for them. That's why this is the highest calling that you could be called into. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Most High. And the Mashiach Yahushua, and the books were open. And another book was open, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. So, you have no works, how your name going to be written in the book of life? And it's sad because people want to create their own way of thinking that they're going to make it to the kingdom, or might hold somebody else back in ignorance. But the Most High said, let the ignorant be ignorant. You can go to hell any way you want to, just don't try and take me with you. That's real. Hebrews 6 and 11. Listen to what it says. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. Not just I did a little bit of something here, now and I done did enough to make it. No, the end ain't here. That's why Mashiach Rashai said, and go to Matthew 24. That's why he told you this. In Matthew 24 and 13. Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure until when? Until the end, the same shall be saved or delivered. You got to endure to the end. The same shall be saved. You already read about it. If you die before, the Most High sent on Mashiach Yahushua, he's going to raise you up in judgment. Hebrews 6:11 again. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance to our hope of this faith that you have in the Most High until the end, that ye be not slothful. You won't be lazy, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises. See? Followers of them that through faith and patience inherit the promises. So then you got to follow somebody. So he says best to follow those that have faith and patience. That's going to inherit the promises. The promises was only given to Israel. That's a fact. Not to anyone else. Look at Romans 9, 4 and 4. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory. We're just looking for the promises. And the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of the Most High, and the promises. To who? Who are Israelites. You see? So, that's why he said you got to show due diligence. You got to be in this and not slothful. But, motivated. See, slothful means you unmotivated. You're lazy, in other words. Can't be lazy in this. Proverbs 18 and 9. You got to find a way to put your brick in, or stop being prideful and ask, what can I do? What needs to be done? Did you have any ideas? There's a lot of ideas as far as what you could do. When the books are open, say, okay, I did this works, that works, this works, this works. You'll never do enough. You can never do enough. Proverbs 18 and 9. He also that is slothful or lazy or unmotivated in his work is brother to him that is a great waster. You hear that? He that is slothful in his work is brother to him that is a great waster. Wasting your time, really. Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and have created the waster to destroy. So you brother to the waster, you're going to destroy you, right along with the waster that he created to destroy. You slothful, you don't want to be motivated, you unmotivated, you lazy, as far as dealing with what you see on the right side, as far as what you're doing in the truth, being in the truth, and what you're doing for the truth, and what you're doing for yourself on the left side, and you see that you're doing everything for yourself, so your idol. Down. You admire yourself more than you do in dealing with something for the truth. It's a sacrifice. So I tell you, let your body be a living sacrifice. You know, no matter how you feel, you still got to do something. You got to think about it. Well, I haven't done enough for the truth. Let me do something in this truth. You start looking at what you've really done for the truth and say you really trying to make it to the kingdom. And you have some of the gifts that we went over. Or something that's not there. That can pertain to being there that you have not brought into the light of something that could be written in the books for yourself when the books are open to people. Proverbs 12 and 27. Proverbs 12:27. This more than just sitting listening, and some of you, don't say anything. You just gonna go about making it to the kingdom your own way. It's already written how you're gonna make it to the kingdom. Listen, Proverbs 12:27. The slothful man, the lazy man, the unmotivated man, roasteth not that which he took in hunting. He catch something, he ain't even roasted. But the substance of a diligent man is precious. You're going to make sure that he do what he got to do. That's going to please the Most High. Proverbs 15 and 27. He that is greedy of gain, always looking out trying to make money, greedy of gain, trouble of his own house. But he that hateth gifts shall live. Yeah. He that hateth gifts shall live. Because a gift can destroy the heart. People giving you stuff, then that's, they figure that they give you something that they have a past. Ain't no past, ain't no partiality. Most I have no respect for persons. He have respect to Israel. A gift will destroy your mind. If you allow it to, you can allow it to. Proverbs 19 and 15. Where your motivation at? If you ask, okay, well, what have you done for the Most High and my sacrifice lately in this truth lately? Gotta be something that you can say that you're doing, or you have contributed to some way or another in the work of gathering the children of Israel together. Because some things are real simple. It's not hard. You can find something to do. All of us. We're not doing enough. I don't care who it is. If you think you've done enough, then you should be able to give me your seat within 144,000. Give me your seat within the kingdom where you're going to be at. Your position. Man, woman, child, whoever you are. And if not, you need to be quiet, shut your mouth, and do more. All of us. Proverbs 19. If you think like that, then you will do something. You don't think like that, then hey, you might as well get ready for hell. You might as well enjoy your life now, because that's where you're going, the lake of fire. As it is written. Your name not written in the book of life, he said you're going to cast into the lake of fire. Point blank. We just read that. Proverbs 19. Or we're going to see the kingdom. Plenteousness beyond imagination. The Garden of Eden has nothing on the garden that the Most High going to put us in the kingdom. The earth going to be renewed. Everything you see now can't even compare to the kingdom. Proverbs 19 and 15. Slothfulness casteth into a deep sleep, and an idle soul shall suffer hunger. See? Slothfulness casts into a deep sleep. Some of you just sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Because you're not motivated with the right motivation of being in the truth. You say you're in the truth, but you're really not in the truth if you are not motivated. If you ain't looking at what can I do to make it to the kingdom, regardless of the opposition to the things that come in your way, even if it's pain, suffering. I mean, look at me, I'm suffering, hurting, pain, whatever. I'm still here. Not boasting, but I'm still going to be here and have been there through all infirmities. Straight up. And that's how you got to be. Find something or inquire. There's a lot of things you can do wherever you are. In what city you are. It don't matter. There's something that can be done. Because there's so many lost 12 tribes of Israel out there that is pathetic. We're growing in multitudes. At the same time, you still have those never heard of an Israelite. Never heard that we are the Hebrew Israelites. So it's a lot that needs to be done. Proverbs 19:15. Slothfulness casts us into a deep sleep, and an idle soul shall suffer hunger. You're not doing nothing. You know what you gonna do? That's why Esau have his servitude school system set you up to be a good servant so that you could be able to go out there and make a living as a servant. That's all you are. If you're not entrepreneurship, doing your own thing, what corporation do we own? We don't own any. That's fluently operating across the whole world, trading across the whole world. You see, so what we can do is put our diversities of operations and administrations together and be powerful as ever. See, the kingdom of heaven comes without observation. See, people said over here, over there. No. The kingdom of heaven is within us. But it's not about being somebody in hell. This is a condition called hell. It's about making it the best we can with the faith in Mashiach Yahushua to the glory of the Most High, keeping His commandments, and doing what we can do to please Him. Anything else is a waste of time. But some people are so afraid somebody might look at them in the wrong way because of someone else that have made it look bad for we as Israelites to be an Israelite. But it's not that many. I mean, it ain't something that you gotta really look at in disfavor. I don't look at nothing as an Israelite disfavorable. You know why? Because the Most High said when you please the Most High, He make even your enemies be at peace with you. If you have the faith to believe that, so it don't stop you from doing anything as an Israelite. You just go out there and do what you got to do. The faith in the Most High. Have faith in the Most High. Keep it moving. Proverbs 12:24. We got to do something. Proverbs 12:24. The hand of the diligent shall bear rule, but the slothful shall be under tribute. See? The hand of the diligent shall bear rule. Be diligent in what? In this work. Whether, like I said, we got diversities of gifts, so everybody's not going to do the same thing. Don't get it twisted. That's why I went to the scriptures initially to show you that there's diversities in this body. But whatever it is that you find you can do it. Because a lot of things, you coming into the truth, you already have skills. Some people already have skills. And you never know it. I mean, I'm just saying because I've been in this. And I know you didn't know what people had going on until years and years and years later. Why you do that? Bring that into the truth. They just think they got to do everything because everything's like robots. A bunch of robots and robot-tees. Everybody got to do the same thing. Nah. Everybody's not going to do the same thing. Every man didn't go to war. Did he? You know what they said, hey, you just got some land, go back there and take care of your land. You got a house, go take care of your house. And some other man gonna take and enjoy the benefits of what you have. You a coward, just take your butt somewhere else. Don't go out to war. Everybody didn't go to war. Just an example. You tell you. You have diversities of operations. But if you don't utilize the things that people can do, you don't know, then how are you going to really reap the benefits of their abilities within the body of a Mashiach Yahushua? See, we had it going on. That's why we should have enough that there's a need and there's whatever is the need of our brothers and sisters in the body, that it can be contributed to them, or distributed to them. That's what the church is supposed to be about. If you're going to follow the essence and the Mashiach Yahushua and the apostles and the prophets and so forth. That's what they did. They had it going on though. To sell lands and houses and lay the money at the apostles' feet, and distribution was given as there was a need. You had something. But if you don't have anything, and you think I don't have anything, but the little that you have you don't give, so therefore that's written in the books against you. Well, I don't have nothing, but you do have something. People don't do anything. They just reap the benefits of the work of somebody else. That's being put in the books against you too. It's not free. Nothing's free. You know that. When you step outside your door, money, 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 money. I mean, it's money, money, money every time you step out your door. And sometimes even in the house, you got television, you got cable, all this stuff that you have costs money. Electricity, gas, water. You wake up in the morning, hey, you just slept, the meter's running constantly, right? So everything costs money, so it is what it is. You just can't fall into the love of money. It's the root of all evil. But money is a defense and answers all things. So you don't be slothful in that. When it comes to the truth, oh well, I'll just let it go. I'll just do a little bit here, there, whatever. I did enough. Like I said, when you look at your side, it's like, whoa, you need about 5 pages to fill up what you're doing for yourself. But when it comes down to the truth, you got 1 page and a few lines on there. That's not good. That's not good at all. And it's not because of works that I'm doing or that I look at some other, people are doing. It's about what we all need to do and doing more. And more, and more, and more. So that we'll think, oh, I gotta do something, because when this go down, where you gonna be at? You sure you gonna be there? When the books are open? He said the righteous scarcely gonna be saved. Proverbs 14 and 23. In all labor there is profit. You hear that? In all labor there is profit. But the talk of the lips tendereth only the penury. You just run in your mouth. That's why you don't have much. Penury means a bunch of pennies. Ones running their mouth talking all that stuff, they don't really have anything, as they would have if they labored in this truth. In all labor there is profit. So you labor in this truth, it's going to be profit. Miracles. You're going to wonder, well, how is this happening? Oh, it's happening though. But you can't see it because you don't believe it. Because your faith is strong. I mean, not strong. But those that have strong faith, they see what I'm saying. And if not, you got to believe that it's going to happen. And it says it's going to happen. Because it's written. In all labor, there is profit. Hear that? In all labor, there is profit. But the talk of the lips tendeth only the penitent. Running your mouth about this, that, and third, and you ain't doing nothing, you ain't laboring. You end up with a bunch of pennies. We look at, oh, well, they labored, and they don't have to be both sides, long suffering. They don't have to be immediately. But you know that it's coming. Because he said, in all labor, in this work, there's profit. You're gonna get a benefit. It's going to be very beneficial to you in laboring in this truth. Not just for yourself. Go to Proverbs 20. and 11. Even a child is known by his doings. You know? Even a child is known by what he does. Right and wrong. Whether he's energetic. Whether his work be pure and whether it be right. See? Whether the child doing what's right, then you most certainly know whenever he's doing what's wrong, you gotta be checked on it. But even that's what I say, even a child is known by his doings for what he does, how he operates, how he acts. Whether his work be pure and whether it be right. Look at verse 4. The sluggard, the unmotivated, the lazy person, the slothful, will not plow by reason of the cold. Oh, it's too cold outside. I can't go nowhere. It's too cold. Therefore shall he beg in harvest and have nothing. See? Gotta work, gotta labor. I mean, you look at people in California, how do you think people that's on the East Coast can relate to